views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the participants and do not necessarily reflect the views of BronxNet or the program underwriters.
And good morning, everybody. Welcome to Open, the one and only show that opens up the Bronx and the world to you. Here we go again. I'm the Dr. Bob Lee from 107.5 WBLS, and we have another great show lined up for you today. Coming up on today's show, October's Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and we're here, a story of a male survivor and what he is doing to spread education. Plus, we'll learn about a mindfulness and meditation event and their connection to health. We'll let you know more about that too. And then we'll learn how one person or one high school is teaching their students the challenging and fun ways of education. Then holiday season is coming up. The holiday season, we'll get tips on eating right. I need those. And after that, we'll check out personal training and a trainer that's coming in to take good care of you. He's going to let you know about what he's doing. He has fitness. It's right here in our neighborhood. And later on, our Music Monday stage features the smooth vocal tones of singer-songwriter, watch out, Cassandra Lucas is in the house. Stay tuned, everybody. We are open. Hello, everybody. I'm your host, Dr. Bob Lee, and you're watching Open, the only live interactive program that brings the Bronx and New York City straight to your TV set. Stay connected to us through social media at BronxNet TV. Now, leading things off, October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and our first guest is a male survivor who joins us today to share his history, his story. We welcome Michael Singer. He's singing on the set today. Michael, how are you? Good morning.
I'm fantastic, Doctor. Good morning.
He's
Thank
no
you for having me.
stranger to the show. Give him a big hand, everybody. Mike, you have people think that, you see breast cancer, and they look at you and they say, well, how is that possible?
Well, Doc, it was shocking to me back in 2010. I was diagnosed with male breast cancer. Approximately 2,400 men get diagnosed every year. We have a high mortality rate. Unfortunately, about 440 of those guys are going to die every year because, unfortunately, men are embarrassed to talk about male breast cancer because of the stigma attached with it that it's a woman's disease.
And it's probably unbelievable to them, right?
It was shocking to me and my other brothers that I talk to across the country when they're diagnosed. A lot of them won't talk about it, but when they do get diagnosed with it, it's a shock.
Yeah. So what did you do upon finding out?
First, when I found out, there was no information on the internet. This was back in 2010, and I searched around. My only experience with breast cancer at age 50 was my sister Joanne, who died 2 years before I did. She was diagnosed with metastatic breast cancer, and that's when the cancer travels from the breast to other parts of the body, such as the brain, the liver, the lymph nodes, and the bone. So when I got diagnosed, my sister was from diagnosis to passing 1 year, so I thought that was going to be my future. I was going to be gone in a year.
So you thought it was a death sentence?
I thought it was a death sentence.
And did you start preparing?
It was very emotional for my wife Patty and I. We did talk a lot about it and preparing just in case. I didn't make it, but I had a fantastic surgeon here in the Bronx, Anabel Puente. I had a full mastectomy in the left breast. He cut everything out, got clear margins, clear lymph nodes. And I did not have to have chemo or radiation, but I'm currently on a hormone blocker called tamoxifen. They recommend it for 10 years, and I'm 6 years into it now.
Yeah. Does they did the hormone blocker because the hormone feeds the cancer?
Yeah, I'm what they call ER positive, and this medication will block the hormones and hopefully keep the cancer from coming back.
So you said, you know what, let's get out here and create the awareness that, hey, this does exist, and you can help. Tell us about it.
I was embarrassed to talk about it at first, and I couldn't say I had breast cancer. I called it chest cancer. And one day I was watching a TV show broadcasted here in New York, and they had Richard Roundtree on, who used to be Shaft. He was fantastic. He was like an action hero. And a young male named Brett Miller. And the two of them were on national TV talking about male breast cancer. And all of a sudden it was like an epiphany that these guys are on national TV talking about male breast cancer. What's wrong with me? Why am I embarrassed?
Yeah.
And I went from embarrassed to empowered, from silent to outspoken.
And then you started an organization.
I didn't start the organization, but I joined the organization called MaleBreastCancerCoalition.org, and this is men from all across the country. We even have men internationally from Japan and the UK who participate also. It's online, but we do a lot of phone counseling with people across the country.
And when you tell people that you had a little bout with breast cancer, what's their response or reaction?
Most people have not heard that men can get breast cancer. They don't realize that all men are born with some breast tissue, and unfortunately, some are susceptible to going on to breast cancer. And when I tell people who are not familiar with it are shocked. People who have heard a little bit about it, oh yeah, I've heard about that, and you know, I just want to raise awareness about it so other people aren't faced with this or being shocked with it like I was.
I'm sure it's working, because the last time we spoke, Mike, you were on the set, and I've been checking myself ever since.
Thank you.
Even if you're in the shower, you know, I'm a male, you know, but I'm checking myself to make sure.
Right.
If I feel anything unusual, then, you know, I have to say something.
Yeah, I tell men, I tell them to look for warning signs: an inverted nipple, nipple discharge, a lump under the nipple like I had, redness or swelling or scaling in the area. And men need to learn how to do a self-breast exam. Women are taught how to do that from an early age.
Yeah.
Men were never taught, so lots of times when I go out and do presentations, I instruct the men how to do a self-breast exam.
How do you do it?
Well, if you're laying down, you can put your arm behind your head and you can work in a circular motion, and you go around in a circle feeling for a lump or any abnormalities. If you feel something, you know, you can mention that to your doctor. If you're standing in the shower and do it, what I like to tell men, because they seem to learn better when I tell them do it in a row, like they're mowing the lawn or something like that, with the two fingers just working up and down and the nipple and everything like that. And hopefully there's nothing there.
Yeah. All right. So your organization does what? How
Male-
does it serve our community?
The Male Breast Cancer Coalition is an awareness foundation. We go around doing presentations and talks to everybody. On the website, there's a video on how to do a male self-breast exam. And we try to get men's stories on the internet. We have over 200 on the MaleBreastCancerCoalition.org website now, with at least another 100 stories that are being written, because men are starting to maybe overcome the stigma of male breast cancer and having a woman's disease, and it's just growing and growing and growing.
All right, so that website is what?
MaleBreastCancerCoalition.org.
MaleBreastCancerCoalition.org.
Yes, and you can see my full story there, as well as several hundred other men. And you can see me in the neighborhood. Also, I participate in the San Antonio Breast Cancer Symposium, where everybody from around the country and a lot of people from other nations come to talk just about breasts.
Mike, thank you so much. Your tie, by the way, is straight.
Thank you, thank
It
you.
looks
thank
good.
you. Awesome.
And what is this here?
This is a bandana. I'm also what they call a Ford Warrior in Pink Model of Courage, and I'm an ambassador for Ford Motor Company, along with 21 other men and women in the tri-state area. And we go out into the community and we try to give more good days. I'm actually going into Montefiore Einstein to the Cancer Center with some cancer care bags that'll have hand lotion,
wonderful.
bandanas, coloring books, gloves, socks, anything that can make somebody going through treatment a little more comfortable.
Mike,
and they
thank
can
you.
see more about that at FordCares.com.
And then the other website again is?
MaleBreastCancerCoalition.org.
And Ford?
FordCares.com.
And the other one is?
MaleBreastCancerCoalition.org.
And Ford?
Cares.com.
Give Mike a big round of applause, everybody. Mike Singer, breast cancer survivor. Mike, we love you. Thank you for your service, okay?
Thank you.
We have to take a quick break, but stay tuned. We'll be right back with more Open next.
They said I have troll teeth.
That my voice sounded like a possessed baby doll.
That no one would ever love someone as stupid as me.
That I was fat, ugly.
Disgusting.
The effect of bullying is potent.
We will no longer be the silent majority.
Now, when you see online bullying, there's something you can do about it.
We're gonna take action with the I.
I am a witness.
I am a witness.
I am a witness.
I am a witness.
I am a witness, and so are you.
Every Monday night at 9, we talk to the borough's movers and shakers about the latest in Bronx politics, education, healthcare, arts and culture, and literally any and everything that's important to the people of the Bronx. There's a reason why Bronxites have been turning to Bronx Talk for more than 20 years, because Bronx Talk is about you and me, the people of the Bronx. So we'll see you Monday night at 9.
I guess sometimes things just happen. Devastating things. Your whole world changes in an instant. That's what happened to me the day my mother had a stroke. I'm Paul George, and I want you to spot a stroke fast. F, face drooping. A, arm weakness. S, speech difficulty. T, time to call 911. Protect the ones you love. Spot a stroke fast.
And welcome back, everybody. On October the 28th, the Center for Optimal Living, they're going to be holding their Mindfulness Meditation for Optimal Living. It's a class. And joining us with all the details, we have instructor Beej Christie Coppin.
That's right.
Welcome.
Thank you.
To the show.
It's nice to be here.
All right, so tell us, what is it all about? Tell us about your work.
Well, as you said, I'm a mindfulness meditation instructor. I'm also a life coach, a personal coach. I work with individuals using mindfulness to help evoke insights about their life. And as a mindfulness instructor, I work for a lot of corporations. I work for about a dozen different corporations, law firms, hospitals, Girl Scout troops.
Yeah. And they call you in to address their workers?
Yes, I work with their employees. So I think that corporations are now starting to embrace mindfulness because science is now backing it up. So what meditators have known for literally thousands of years, science is now jumping on the bandwagon and saying, yes, actually, you're right. Guess what? Your brain actually is structurally changing.
Yes.
And this is why you're able to live more peacefully and more responsively rather than reactively.
So what do you tell them? What's one of the classes like?
Oh, okay.
I mean, quick synopsis.
Yeah,
sure.
Well, we talk about the benefits of meditation, sometimes some of the scientific benefits as well, and then I lead them in a 15-minute-ish meditation, and then there's usually some talk about some mindfulness tips to bring into, very practical tips to bring into their day. And many of them, they'll come up to me the week after and say, oh my gosh, I really brought that into work today, and my boss was, I had a triggering situation, and I was able to take that breath, that step back and respond appropriately. Or it might be what you've told us about, okay, here's the situation I thought I was going to have, that's not happening. Here's the new situation, how do I work with that? So being able to kind of flip very quickly.
And helps with productivity and everything?
Absolutely,
yeah. So, and people can get raises and everything?
Oh yeah.
We need you!
All the time.
All right. How did you know that you wanted to do this, that you wanted to teach this?
I started meditating, and I took a class called Contentment in Everyday Life at the Shambhala Center with Joe Mauricio, and kind of sat on a cushion and just sort of looked at my life and what made me content. I was a professional oboe player. I still am. I work on Broadway, Carnegie Hall, etc. But I realized that what I loved about playing the oboe was the ability, the healing qualities that the instrument has. So I realized that I really love to help people heal. And I thought one way to do that would be to become a coach and a meditation instructor.
Yeah, so mindfulness, what exactly
is it? Yeah, it's $1 million question. Because you hear that word bandied about quite a bit these days, and there's a lot of fake mindfulness, what we like to call McMindfulness out there.
Like
but
fake news.
Yeah. Right, so what it really is it's a very specific way of it's an awareness that arises from paying attention in a very specific way. So it doesn't explain what exactly you're paying attention to. I think that's where people get caught sometimes. So you're paying attention to your external experience as well as your internal experience. So
but
what
you have
are
to go internally to
so what are the thoughts?
Both.
Right. So what are the thoughts? What are the emotions? What are the body sensations? Like for instance, right now I'm looking at you. I'm this very pleasant man having a lovely conversation. Also aware of the camera over there behind your left shoulder.
Don't worry about those cameras. Not really there.
And so that's evoking a little bit of, internal sensations, a little bit of jitteriness, nervousness. Yeah. What are the emotions around that? What are the thoughts I'm having? Am I thinking, oh, I hope I don't sound like an idiot, or that thing. So you become aware of your thoughts rather than just riding away with them. So I'm able to then go to the next step, which is offering a little self-compassion. It's okay, you know, traditionally you don't generally sound like an idiot when you talk, so probably you're coming across okay. So just like.
And then you found out that the person that you were talking to made you feel quite comfortable, and so you relaxed a little bit more.
Exactly.
And you found out that you're not going to sound stupid because you know exactly what you're talking about.
Right. So it's just bringing compassion, self-compassion to the whole experience as well.
Wonderful. And any success stories? People coming back? Organizations coming back?
Sure.
A lot of organizations are getting you to come out to talk to them.
Yeah, all the time. I work. In my private clientele there are a lot of problem drinkers. So with them, it's bringing mindfulness to their drinking. What exactly is behind it, rather than just thinking I have a craving, I need to drink. You know, it's sort of like taking that step back and.
So those are the people who would take the class.
No, well, the people that would take the class are pretty much everybody. It's open to all kinds of people. So I'm teaching at the Center for Optimal Living because of my involvement with an organization called Moderation Management, which is a support network for people who are problem drinkers learning to drink more healthily. So there's a wonderful website, moderation.org, people can go to, and there's a lot of support on there, but there are also live meetings around the country. There are 3 here in New York. I lead the Wednesday night meeting, for women's meeting. So through that, I got to know Andrew Tatarski and Jennifer Talley, who are the psychologists who run the Center for Optimal Living, because they work with harm reduction in their practice.
Yes.
Right. So.
Where's this being held?
Yeah. So it's at the Center for Optimal Living. It's at their
Is
center.
that in Manhattan or the Bronx?
It's in Manhattan. It's near Grand Central Station. Very easy to get to.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. I can think of the area. Pershing Plaza. In that area?
Well, just right near Grand Central. It's like Lexington and 41st.
Yes,
so it's
yes.
like right there,
Okay.
yeah.
All right. I'm going to come and watch you guys do a class over there.
Thank you.
Yeah. We can get more information on it.
You can go to my website, which is insightoutnyc.com. That's INSIGHT, outnyc.com. And I have a link there under upcoming workshops. You can go to the Center for Optimal Living.com and learn more about their work there. They have a lot of wonderful groups that meet there. They have a harm reduction psychotherapy training, which I actually took. It's a year-long training. I highly recommend it for therapists, coaches, counselors who are working with people with addictions.
Yes.
So you can find more information there. Moderation.org, as I said, is a wonderful source for people who consider themselves problem drinkers.
And people can enroll on that site also.
They can enroll on my site. There's a link to the Evite or the Center for Optimal Living. I think it's /groups or something like that. They can find it there as well.
Thank you so much. Give her a big round of applause, everybody. The Center for Optimal Living. Vij Christy Koppen, instructor, mindfulness, meditation for optimal living. I'm going to say it 5 times real fast. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And stop by again. Maybe we can do a demonstration live on the set.
I'd love that.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. We have
Thank
to take a quick break right here. Thank you. And we'll be right back. We'll learn more about the Bronx Collaborative. They have the high school's innovative style of teaching. That and more coming your way next.
We are neighbors and best friends.
I love my sister.
My heart doesn't see race. Love is love.
Our family is no less than any other family.
Behold the angry giant. Behold the angry giant. Behold the angry giant. Behold the angry giant.
It only takes a moment to make a moment. Take time to be a dad today.
And welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to Open. You know, we have the Bronx Collaborative High School, and they're talking about a lot of wonderful things over there. They use unique teaching methods and outside resources to help their students learn in challenging yet fun ways. And joining us now to share more, she's wondering if I'm going to say her name right. We welcome the founding people, the principal, Brett Schneider, and special ed teacher, Erica Jimenez. Right? Did I say it right?
It's okay.
You say
Erica Finney.
Erica Finney Jimenez. Well, welcome to the show, guys.
Thank
you
you
have
for
a
having us.
unique way of teaching, right?
Yes.
Because we have to find those unique ways of teaching our students these days. Tell us about how you guys are doing it.
Sure. Well, we want to make sure that students are engaged at all times and have a lot of choice. So for us, that means using real world problems and focusing on making students, supporting them in becoming academic detectives. So not handing them the information, but giving them lots of hands-on experience. So if we're studying the health of water, going to the Bronx River, the Van Cortlandt Marshes, any place where we might be able to take actual water samples and work with the data. In English, writing plays. In math, creating real-world models of real-world problems, like analyzing stop and frisks through a statistical analysis.
So hands-on.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah. And people, a lot of students are visual. They want to see it happening, you know, and then they can use the analytical part of the brain after that.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And it's just not only how they are going to be successful in the classroom, but also outside of the classroom. And that's actually one of the things that attracted me to Bronx Collaborative. I was a para there for 2 years, and then I became a special education teacher. And once I knew that that's what I wanted to do with my life, I knew this is where I wanted to do it. And I'm a product of New York Public Schools, and I know that we need more opportunities for our children. We need to understand that not everyone learns the same way. We need to understand that success looks different for every child, and just to provide those opportunities. And at Bronx Collaborative, we don't only worry about the success in the classroom, but we want them to be active citizens in their society and also want to do better and know their opportunities and the options that are available to them.
Yeah, that's important because a lot of times when a student leaves the school, there's a whole nother world that takes place.
Absolutely. Yes.
So you keep them engaged.
Yeah, and we try to build in the real world in a couple of key ways. Students are able to do an executive internship during senior year where in the field they want to work in or study, they get a hands-on experience interning at places like this, right, to really gain whatever field they're interested in. We find ways to match them and work with over 80 organizations to do that all around the Bronx.
And you mentioned taking samples from the Bronx River.
Yeah.
Yes.
And what, they look through a microscope, but what do they
Yeah,
find?
well, our students, you know, one of the things our students do even within our campus is to open up the world of they take Petri dishes and for 12 weeks straight take samples from all over the campus trying to answer what is the bacterially dirtiest spot in the campus and where you need to not touch in order to not get sick. And so they'll never forget it.
And what were those findings? So when
Doorknobs.
The doorknobs.
Doorknobs and iPads and iPhones. The worst.
How about elevator buttons and everything?
Pretty bad, but not as bad because not as many people use them. Their biggest surprise, however, bathrooms, not as bad because of the solvents. Because of all the solvents, they learn some clear lessons about like what gets cleaned and what doesn't. Nobody's wiping those doorknobs clean.
Wow. Do they find out what bacteria is on those? I don't want to stick with the doorknob and the phobia thing.
But what we do use is we use each opportunity to do deeper research.
Yes.
So there's a lot of research in writing, creating presentations, and defending their work. A really unique piece of our school is that we're one of a handful of schools in New York State with a Regents waiver. So we're able to give out a Regents diploma, and instead of using exams, we use grad school style or 15-page papers and oral defense panels. So students really have to know their work in English, math, history, science, and foreign language. They do these comprehensive papers, then spend an hour defending them to a group of parents, students, and teachers.
Sounds like it really opens up the mind, huh?
Yes.
Challenges you, yep.
Put your mind, put 15 pages on that paper and talk about it. Yeah.
And builds up confidence. And we want our kids to not only to also be able to be comfortable expressing themselves. And we work on them growing and social emotionally. So every week we have an advisory where they meet with an advisor and they check in on their progress. This year we're going to have student-led teacher conferences where parent-teacher conferences where students are gonna be able to talk about their grades and about their progress. So they're able to just build that confidence that they're gonna need after high school, that they're gonna need in college, in the real world. And it's important for them to also grow in those areas.
Yeah, and you have something coming up? There's an open house?
Yes, we have an open house this Wednesday and several more. You can find out and register for them at our website or at our Facebook page for Bronx Collaborative. And the open houses are a key way to get to know the school better, see the campus, and meet our current students.
Oh, so you're going to just take people around?
Yes.
We take them around the campus. They interact freely with our current students to hear the real truth from a student's voice, and they get involved with the school.
Can we see a lot of this on your website?
You can see some of it, and the rest we're happy to tour anyone who's interested around the school.
All right, thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
Erica Kafani. So I see you.
It's not your fault. It's a difficult name. I'm Dominican. Erica Finney.
Erica Finney.
Yes.
Oh, that's simple enough. Erica Kefany Jimenez. Give her a big round of applause, everybody. And Brett Schneider. Thank you guys so much. You come back with some videos and some pictures and everything. And what's the date of your event, the open house?
The open house is this Wednesday at 6 p.m. And then we have in November a couple of Saturday ones at 11 a.m.
Oh, maybe we can get some cameras down
Yeah.
there.
That'd be great.
Definitely,
That'd be great.
Yeah.
That'd be great. We'd love to get the word out. I grew up in the
Yes.
North Bronx and had no experience in public education like this, so I'm glad to share our best kept secret.
What's that website again?
bxchs.org.
Say it slow.
www.bxchs.org.
Thank you guys so much.
Thank
Go
you.
ahead.
Thank you.
No, that's it.
Okay.
Thank
you
you so
guys for
much.
coming. Sounds like very exciting stuff.
Thank
Stay
you.
right there. We have to take a quick break, but coming up next, we'll take a look at staying healthy this holiday season. You know how we splurge. Welcome back, everybody. I'm your host, Dr. Bob Lee. You know, our next guests are authors. She has a friend, and I'll tell you more about her. We'll mention her in a little while. They're the co-founders of My Wellness Solutions. They join us today with the holiday season health tips. Watch out, you know, the holidays are upon us, and you know how that can get. Kind of crazy, right? I'm going to eat everything I can find. Well, we have Miss Violet Santana. She's here, and her friend Indira.
My sister Indira.
Your sister
yes,
Indira.
Yes, she's all sick today.
She's
sadly.
home watching though.
She better be.
Indira, how are you? All right, so tell us about what you have here.
So I just wanted to share briefly like misconceptions of, you know, a lot of folks think that after Thanksgiving or Christmas, the big dinners, fasting is a good thing, but it's not necessarily. So I have a couple of tips here to share on really the best things to do for after the big dinner.
Uh-oh.
You ready?
I see sneakers on the table.
Yes, you gotta get moving. You
There
gotta get
you
moving.
go.
It's not, you know, you're in a coma the day after, but really just get out there. If you're going out shopping, take your kids, you know, with you. Take the dog out for a longer walk.
Move
just
that food around.
Get moving. Burn some of those
Burn some
calories.
calories.
Yes.
Yeah.
And what else do we have here? So we have also some quinoa. Here we have quinoa just
I
mixed
love
with. It's delicious. It's
Yeah.
with cranberry and some cashews in here. Getting more protein the day after will help to keep you full. So leave the leftovers from Thanksgiving. Go instead with something a little bit lighter.
But you still
like
have.
quinoa.
Oh, leave the leftovers alone.
Leave the leftovers.
Oh, I'm
that's
still
another
munching on
tip.
that for a couple of
Oh
days.
no, that's another tip. Enjoy your dinner
Yeah.
during Thanksgiving. That Friday, Saturday, Sunday, leave the leftovers for somebody else, especially if weight loss is a goal for you.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah. Okay.
Another
so
thing.
that's a good way to
Yes, with the
to
quinoa.
bump it down a little bit.
Yes, and then also root vegetables. So here we have just some caramelized carrots and zucchini. You can definitely have some of those. Yeah.
All right.
It'll help just keep you fuller longer. It's high in fiber, so it'll also help move some of that stuff out of you from the night before.
All right.
And lastly, of course, a little bit of a green smoothie. This is just spinach with raspberries and some apple, a little bit of protein powder. And all of the recipes really, or all of these tips you'll find in the Operation Cleanse book.
Yeah. And this will definitely cleanse you.
Yes.
Which one do you do? You can't do all,
All of these.
You can do them all?
You can do all of these. You know, this could be, you know, part of the lunch. This could be your breakfast. This could be a snack for later. And this is something that you do throughout the day.
Yeah. You can wear those all day.
Yes, and
Just
keep
get
it
the-
moving.
And an apple.
And an apple, you
Apple
know,
a day.
keeps the
the
doctor,
doctor away.
away. Sure does. Keep one in your purse with you at all times.
All right. Thank you so much. And you have your book here?
Yeah, so Operation Cleanse, it's a 14-day detox. You can find it on Amazon or at either one of our locations here in the Bronx on 156th and 3rd Avenue. But it'll share just 14 days to really reset your body through sugar detox and a vegan detox.
A sugar detox.
Yes, no carbs.
That's
Whole
why your
14
skin looks so
days.
beautiful.
Yeah, and all the other therapies and services that we offer, but a lot of it is just the diet.
So your sister's home doing this right now.
Yeah,
because
she has to be. We did the 25-mile race yesterday, and so she's a little bit out of it today. She caught something out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Her
So
toes and feet are sore. I know. I
all
know the
sorts
feel-
of things.
So you guys wrote this when?
We released it January of last year.
Mm-hmm.
No, of this year.
Of this year?
Just of this year, and it's already an Amazon bestseller.
Oh, look
Yeah.
at that. All right. So what's in it?
So it'll
Do you
walk
have-
you through recipes. It gives you your shopping list, a meal plan, and it's a very easy read. That's what most of our clients tell us. It's a very easy read, and a lot of them just keep it in their purses as a quick reference. You'll find all sorts of tasty. Yeah, that's in there at home. Sorry, feel better. Just a lot of different recipes that are for us. They're very tasty, and you're not gonna feel like you're eating healthy, but it tastes like cardboard. It's not like that at all. Everything in there is, it's very delicious, and it'll keep you full, and most importantly, it'll help you with your weight loss.
Did you go through something that made you want to do this, or did you somebody in your family?
For the both of us. I mean, for Indira, her main thing was weight loss, and for me, it was just being the thin girl that never had energy, always suffered from constipation, psoriasis. So
Were you anemic?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. And for us, cleansing was really how we started just getting back on track. So this is the reset to start the healthier diet.
So if somebody wants to reset, they should cleanse first?
100%.
Should they talk to their doctor first?
100%.
How should you go through it?
Depending on if you have a very severe health concern, or you've been diagnosed with diabetes, or you're taking different medications, you should always consult with your doctor, especially if you're taking any medication. But everything in the Operation Cleanse book is just food-based.
Yeah.
Clean eating.
And a lot of stuff can stay in your insides for a long time.
Oh, it's unbelievable how long things can stay around, especially if you're not having, regular bowel movements. Things tend to accumulate, and then all the organs are connected, so it tends to throw a lot of one organ off, throws everything else off.
And cleansing helps with absorption also.
100%. It just helps just think about it. If you're clogged inside, and you're starting a healthy diet, you can't absorb any of this good nutrition. You have to clean everything out first, and then start a healthy eating regimen.
Do you recommend colonics?
100%. It's one of the things that we do. It's the most popular therapy that we offer at My Wellness Solutions.
You do them right there?
Yeah, we do them at
Oh,
our
okay.
centers. We do. And it's a very simple process for those that haven't heard about it. We have certified therapists.
Yeah.
The process itself takes anywhere from 30 to 45 minutes. They go with a disposable nozzle into the rectum, and they put in filtered purified water into the colon to just help hydrate and remove all of the old stuff out of you.
What do you tell the people who say, well, that's kind of invasive?
So think about the stuff that, just been sitting inside of you.
Gotta get it out.
And you gotta get it out.
Can you go either or? Can you go this way?
You can. Definitely healthy eating, but we always recommend a colonic as part of
How
this.
often?
For if you've never
Seasonal,
done it
maybe?
before, seasonal. If you've never done it before,
Mhm.
with the change in season, it's always best.
All right. Where can we get more information on what you're doing?
So mywellnesssolutions.com. They can also find us on Instagram at MWS Health, and they can purchase Operation Cleanse the book on Amazon.
All right. Indira, my dear, feel better. The Santanas are in the house. Indira and Violet. Thank you guys so
thank
much.
you.
All right. You got to pick this up. Cleanse it out. Get it out. And put the good stuff in.
Yes.
Bad stuff out, good stuff in. Thank you so much. We have to take a quick break right here, but stay tuned. We'll be right back with more next. And welcome back. Our next guest is an author and certified personal trainer, and he joins us for a look at his work to spread fitness throughout the 5 boroughs and throughout the tri-state area and throughout the world. John Gonzalez is here. Give him a big round of applause, everybody.
Thanks for
Temple
having me.
Fitness. Welcome to the
Yeah,
show.
Thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
You've been working out for a long time?
Yes, pretty much from the time I was 8, 9 years old with my dad. Yeah, he had me out in the street running.
Dad
yeah.
started it first,
My
right?
dad, my old man, yeah, he started.
Was he
me
into
out.
sports?
Yeah, baseball player.
He's a
yeah,
baseball player.
For sure, for sure. So he's the one that got me into fitness from the time like I was 8 or 9.
Yeah.
We grew up in Brooklyn, so he had me running and doing push-ups, doing squats, crunches.
Yeah.
I hated him at the time when he was doing that, but I said, oh, now I get it. When I got a little older, yeah.
Helps with everything.
Absolutely.
Tell us about the discipline that goes along with the whole thing.
Well, I mean, like anything, it's consistency, and having. But I always say, it's good to have a coach. Like for any discipline, anything you're trying to do, it's always good to have a coach. So that's why we do personal training. Here in the Bronx, we do one-on-one, small group, private training, that sort of thing. So if people don't know how to work out on their own or set up their own workout regimen, that's kind of where we come in. And we design
it. Going. You get that phone call, they get that motivation going.
Absolutely,
Come on, you can
absolutely.
do it one more, let's go.
Yeah. Because some people have like a lot of information. Because you have YouTube, you have all these different outlets where you can get workout information, but it's putting it together. So that's why when you have a good trainer, you can kind of put it together for the client. Their goal may be weight loss or building muscle or preparing for a specific sport or an event, or getting ready for your wedding, that sort of thing. So
And sometimes you can see, if you go to a gym, you can tell who has the personal trainer and who doesn't.
Right.
Person with the personal trainer without the personal trainer has a cell phone there.
Yeah.
Like, Now, this
Right,
person came to the gym to
taking selfies, yeah.
jump on the cell phone.
Yeah.
But with the personal trainer, they're making sure that they're on top of you and
Right,
you're working.
yeah, definitely. And our thing is pretty much, it's a private studio, so we kind of eliminate the crowded health club environment. So you come in, it's you and your trainer, and if you're in a small group setting, we never have more than 10, 12 people in the studio. So some people come in, and that's kind of our appeal. You know, some people are a little uncomfortable in a crowded gym, people looking at them, or they have to wait for the machines.
Yeah.
Or, you know, especially the ladies, sometimes they get hit on, the guy's always harassing them, or they're waiting to use the machines. So it's kind of like, oh, I'm just going to go on the yoga mat and do some crunches or whatever. So you don't have to worry about that with us. You know.
A whole lot going on in the
Yeah,
gym.
yeah, right. A whole lot.
How would you like to do a challenge here? Take one of the people here, maybe a camera person or FM, and get the skinniest person maybe, and then bring them back about 6 months later.
Get them ready.
You ever see the Geico commercial?
The
guys are just pumping.
Right.
We
We actually have a challenge.
The guys getting bigger and bigger.
Yeah, we actually have a challenge coming up next week. It's a weight loss challenge.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's a you sign up, and we're giving away prizes. This one will probably be our biggest one. The first place prize gets a cruise to the Caribbean. Second place gets we're offering Broadway ticket and dinner, and the third place gets a full spa day. But everyone that signs up gets you get a meal plan, you get nutrition coaching, pretty much the works.
You take guys with pot bellies?
All the time.
How do you sign up? How do we sign up?
Right. Come on through. Come on through. We'll help you out. It's myself and 2 other trainers.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Where are you located?
On Logan Avenue in Throgsneck.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And like I mentioned, it's a private setting. So when you come in, you schedule a consult. We pretty much do an initial consult where we take down all your information, what it is you're looking to do, what your goals are. We ask you pretty much what your diet limitations are, what you like to eat, what you don't like to eat. We get all the information down, and then we set up a little diet and a meal plan for you, as well as a workout regimen.
Perfect.
So so we try to cover everything, for you.
So you get into the lifestyle of the person.
Yeah, absolutely.
What they're eating, what they're doing. Are you sleeping enough?
Right. Getting enough rest, getting enough protein. Eating enough vegetables, drinking enough water. Little things. We kind of.
If they're not doing the right thing, you have to try to get them away from that, right? Because if you do the same thing, that can hurt you too.
Right, absolutely.
So everything in moderation, but then you would have like a lower carb diet or something like that.
Yeah, it's more subscribe more to just healthy eating. You know what I mean? Just kind of going away from gimmicky diets or things of that nature. Just kind of having carbs when needed, but don't completely eliminate them. Have a lot of water, fresh vegetables. Avoid the processed foods.
Get away from the processed foods.
Right. Always avoid the processed stuff.
Now, people get confused. What are the processed foods?
Fast foods, microwave dinners. Obviously the
old-fashioned TV dinners.
Yeah.
TV dinners. Let's grab this TV dinner and throw it in there.
Right. Yeah. Just focus on eating, real foods. Chicken, veggies. And try to stay with organic. Grass-fed, avoid stuff with hormones and
GMO.
Yeah, all that stuff that pollutes our bodies and slows us down. And it affects everything. Your thought process, your energy levels, your mood. So just stay with. Juicing is one thing that we. The young lady that was in the segment before
Santanas.
me. Yeah,
maybe Santanas. You go see the Santanas first. Let them clean you out.
Absolutely.
And then start all over again with your diet and everything, and the workout, personal training.
Absolutely.
Woo! You feel like $1 million bucks.
The total package.
Yeah.
That's it.
All right. Any success stories?
Yeah.
On
for sure. On the website, templefitnesspersonaltraining.com. Click on success stories. We have video testimonials, before after pictures. Yeah, a lot of success stories. Yeah.
I'm going to go in there. Before picture.
Yeah, come through. Yeah, come on through.
Belly hanging out over the belt.
Yeah. And then after, you're nice. You come in here.
Afterwards,
looking good. Well, you work. You look like you work out.
Well, I just started doing push-ups yesterday.
Yeah, I doubt that. But yeah, so it's just check us out. Like I said, we have a weight loss challenge coming up.
That's good.
And we're looking to help a lot of people in the Bronx. We're in Throgsneck, but we also do. We just finished doing the outdoor stuff because now the seasons are changing. So everything will be in the studio from here on out.
All right. What's the website?
TempleFitnessPersonalTraining.com.
TempleFitnessPersonalTraining.com.
Yes.
I have it on here, right?
All right. Yep.
Temple Fitness Personal Training. There it is.
There we
right
go. There we go. It's a long site. Yeah.
That's all right. TempleFitnessPersonalTraining.com.
Yeah.
John
There we go.
Gonzalez.
Thank you for having me.
Thank
Pleasure.
you
Thanks for
very
having me,
much.
sir.
Personal
All right.
trainer.
All right.
Mike Nobby's going to see you on your way out the door. He's going to say,
Okay.
hey, can you train me up?
Oh, yeah.
He does all kinds of
producer.
sports.
Gotcha.
All right, we have to take a quick break, but stay tuned. We'll be right back with Music Mondays. You don't want to miss it. Stay right there.
Well, Thomas, you've got pre-diabetes. But with more exercise and a change in diet, it can be reversed.
I've tried exercising. It just makes me hungry for bacon.
I love bacon, too. And who really likes to exercise?
Not me.
Me neither.
Nobody. So we're good?
What? Oh, you still have pre-diabetes. Big time.
Behold the angry giant. Behold the angry giant. Behold the angry giant. Behold the angry giant.
It only takes a moment to make a moment. Take time to be a dad today.
So, I'm kind of new here, but I've noticed a trend. My human does this funny thing where she goes around and gets all my toys, and then she hides them in that basket by the door. You know, but it's always the same basket, and it's always in the same place. And then she acts so surprised when I find them, but, you know, she's putting them in the same basket. Again. It's like, hello, that's where you put it last time. You were the worst at hide and go seek.
How can I help my daughter with her reading?
Searching for help with Dachshund Reading.
No.
Let me try. Sarah's bright, but when she's reading, she has trouble sounding out words.
Playing world music.
What?
I give up.
Wait, I was trying to show you how Sarah feels every day. Frustrating, isn't it? Redirecting to understood.org.
Join parents and experts at understood.org, a free online resource about learning and attention issues to help your child thrive.
All right, here we go. Welcome back. It's now time for Music Mondays. Our Music Monday stage features a solo artist and a Harlem native. Give her a big round of applause, everybody. Cassandra Lucas is here. Mwah.
The closer I get to you, makes me love you more and more. Whatever I'm going through, you're right there to catch my fall. Oh, nobody compares to you. Your love conquers all. So dependable. Yeah. Ooh. Never leave me go. That's why I love you, Lord. I do. When I lose my way, I come right back to you. I love you, Lord. I do. No one else takes care of me the way you do. And that's why I love you. That's why I love you. Ooh, oh, that's why I love you. That's why I love you. Ooh, in my darkest night. sleep. You're always there for me. You show me all I'll ever need in life is you. I love you, Lord. I do. When I lose my way, I come right back to you. I love you, Lord. I do. All the things you do, no one else takes care of me the way you do. I love you, Lord. For the Lord, yes. When I lose my way, I come right back to you. I love you, Lord. I do. No one else takes care of me the way you do. And that's why I love you. That's why I love you. Oh, that's why I love you. That's why I love you. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I love break it down now. I love you. If y'all love him like I do, put your hands up. Let's go. If you love him like I do, throw him up, throw him up. If you love him like I do, raise him high to the sky. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Throw him up. If you love him like I do, raise him high to the sky. Ooh, I love him like I do. Yeah, I love him, throw him up. Ooh, I love you, 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 love you. Like I do, throw him up, throw him up. What would I do? Love him like I do, raise him high to the sky. Without your love, throw him up, throw him up. What would I do? Without your love, what would I do? Without your love. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Pass. Thank you, Lord. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
High five.
Yes.
Cassandra, give a big round of applause, everybody. Cassandra
Thank
Lucas.
you. Thank you.
Now, you're no stranger to this game. You've been doing this for a while. Tell us a little about it.
For a long, long, long time.
Not a long, long
yeah,
time ago.
well, it feels like forever to me since it was about like 2002. That was the last Changing Faces album.
Changing Faces.
Yeah, well, that was the last on the road we were. So now I'm doing it solo, and having fun. Got a little, you know, it's a little different being by yourself, but different changes
it's
sometimes
you.
good.
It's all about you.
Changing faces.
And you got, yeah, there you go. And you got some wonderful people working with you.
Yes. My lovely Mary Moore.
Mary Moore!
I got my manager, Veronica Coakley.
Veronica.
Yes.
And our studio audience, thank you
Yes.
so much. And we saw you up there clapping and jumping up and
Thank
down.
you. Hopefully we all love the Lord.
Yes,
so
we
that will
do.
make us clap.
And who's with you?
Josh. I have
Give 'em a
Josh,
big
my
hand,
background
everybody.
singer, and Samantha, please.
Samantha, thank you guys
Can't do
so
it
much.
without them.
Nice
Thank you.
voices.
Yes, they're
right,
the
so-
bomb.com.
Oh, wow. So you went to LaGuardia?
Yes, LaGuardia High School of Performing Arts. Well, first, when I went, it was Music and Art High School right here at City College. And then the next year, my sophomore year, the school was built, LaGuardia High School of Performing Arts. So we got in there fresh and new. It was like
And you
the
met
best
who?
thing. I met Sharice there, and we started doing background singing for, you know, Sybil?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, so we was doing
You heard her first
Don't
on
make me
WBLS.
over. That was us in the back. Now that you know. That was
yeah.
So
We
we
still
were
play
doing
that.
that with Sybil, and we got to tour the world, and she gave us like our first opportunity, so we're so grateful and thankful for her. And then we started to, like while college, late at night, go to studios and start writing and like perfecting our craft.
See, a lot of people don't know the work that you guys have to put in.
Yes.
A lot of people see you come out and you're live on TV and they think, you know,
It's
sometimes you just put
so-
it together
no,
because
it's
you can
hard.
do that. But there's some things that you have to do backdoor to get it all together.
Yes, it's hard. It's it's not that easy. So anybody that wants to do this, they just have to love what they do. If you don't love it, then the business will make you hate it and run.
So now you got some songs out.
Yes, I do.
Where can we go to get that music?
To all social networks, I am Cassandra Lucas is my IG. I am Cassandra Lucas of Changing Faces, Facebook, Twitter.
Just look for Cassandra Lucas. Just type it in. We're there. You can go get the music on iTunes, Amazon, Spotify if you want to stream it. Whatever. Go. Just go get it,
If
please.
you're hanging out with Mary Moore, I know it's got to be right.
Yes, please. Just go.
You gonna-
And the next song that I'll be performing, please go get. I mean, because it's about what's happening today in the world, and the proceeds from the sales will be going to direct relief for all of our hurricane victims and everybody
that's
who's suffering.
wonderful.
So that's something that, if nothing else, you know,
Thank
let's
you.
support.
You know we love you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Thank you.
Always giving back to the community too. Cassandra Lucas, give her a big round of applause, everybody.
Thank you.
I'm gonna do this, and then you're gonna take us home.
I'm gonna do that.
All right. Thank you so much. Unfortunately, that's all the time we have for today's show. I'd like to thank you, our guests, for tuning in, for joining us, and thank you. Can't thank you enough. If you missed any part of today's show, you can tune into the recablecast of Open at 5 and 10 p.m., or you can watch anytime on the web, bronxnet.org. That's where we are. Or you can catch an all-new episode Wednesday at 10 a.m. with our host, Darren Jaime. I'm the Dr. Bob Lee. For all of us here at BronxNet, have a great and enjoyable day, and I'll see you on the radio, 107.5 WVLS. Always remember this: what you are is God's gift to you, and what you make of yourself is your gift to God. So choose your choice. Let your choice control the chooser. Here she is. Give her another big round of applause, everybody. Cassandra Lucas.
Ooh, yeah, 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 yeah. Ooh, oh, let's give love a chance. Let's give love a chance to love us all again. Let's give love a chance. Let's give love a chance to love us all again. Let's give love a chance. Let's give love a chance to love us all again. Let's give love a chance. Let's give love a chance to love us. What are we doing? What are we doing? Oh, look at the mess they're making. Our country's divided. Ooh, and we're being led by hatred. We can't let them do this. Something has got to change. Let's take a lesson from MLK and let love lead the way. Oh, let's give love a chance. Let's give love a chance to love us all again. Let's give love a chance. Let's give love a chance to love us all again. Let's give love a chance. Let's give love a chance to love us all again. Let's give love a chance. Let's give love a chance to love us all again. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Too many dying. Put down them guns, stop the violence. Why are we fighting? Ooh, no color lines, stay united. Time for a new revolution. Love over hate is the solution. 'Cause there's too many hurting, they don't deserve it. Help one another, let's love each other.